Hi all, welcome to the course. So this is ENG 3U, and this is the course you're going to be working out of for the summer school session. I'm Tracy Behill. I am the teacher librarian at Ancaster High during the normal school year, and I will be your instructor for the next 4 weeks for this course. So this is what our course looks like, sort of. As I'm filming this video, the new shell is not ready yet, but this is what last year's looked like in yours. Yours is going to look similar. It'll just have some different content as we move through. So I want to draw your attention to a few things. Okay? Number one is that in the top left-hand corner, I've created a Watch Me widget, which is going to have a series of little videos like this one that are going to be helpful for you as you move through the course. It is going to be my mandate this course not to answer the same question 20 to 30 times for an assignment. So last year I created a lot of these videos, and as people came across it, they realized that came across the assignment, they realized that they needed the video to clarify a few things. So this is one of the first places you're going to go, okay, is you're going to go to the Watch Me videos, and you're going to look at the videos to see if anything will help you. Another place that you're going to go to every day is you're going to go to the discussion area. In the discussion area, there will be a frequently asked questions. And you notice from last year's, okay, there were 437 posts in the frequently asked questions. So if you have a good question, there's a good chance someone else in the class will have that very same question. So before you ask me, you're going to ask your peers, and you're going to post it here. Therefore, if I answer it here, everybody has access to that. So if I don't respond to your email, that's probably why, because it's either in the Watch Me videos or it's in the discussion, the frequently asked questions, the FAQ. Okay? Another place you're going to go, and again, this is an old news item, but every day I'm going to post a news item that will start your morning. People get a little freaked out when it says good morning to them. That's something that we just do. We use a certain little code, like an HTML code, and then your name pops up. So I do say good morning to each of you, but it is a little bit more universal than that. So you need to read the news item every day. This one was not a really good one that we've landed on here, but this one is about plagiarism. There'll be things about due dates, the location of your exam, stuff like that. So the news item is definitely a place you want to stop every day. Okay, as we get to the content, okay, content's going to be unlocked unit by unit. So you're not going to have access to all of the content. But I'm going to show you something, okay, in the content, because this caused a lot of confusion last year. So when I'm going through the content, yes, these things are going to pop up, and they're going to be your least favorite pop-up in about 2 days' time, would be my guess. So we're going to go through this, and they have a lot of different activities. They have minds on, then action, and consolidation. What you're going to look for is we're going to do 20 assignments in this course, which will be worth 70% of your mark, and then the 30% exam. So as you scroll through here, you're going to see different tasks that you need to do. When you come across a task that looks like this one, let's wait till I get to it. Here we go. Okay, planning your own presentation. So I'm in Unit 4 here, doesn't really matter. If you see an assignment that has an asterisk with a number and then another closed asterisk, that is the assignment that you need to do. So this, for example, it will be your 15th drop box that you're going to do, planning your own presentation. So you're going to work through that assignment, and then you're going to submit it to your Dropbox. So this is the only work that you will be submitting to a Dropbox. There are others that are discussions, and you will note what those are, because a discussion will have this symbol. Let me just find one. Where are we? Come on. I guess we don't have one in here. Let's go to another unit to find a discussion symbol. And those are mandatory as well. As you work through it, you must complete the discussions, and you must complete them in a timely manner. For example, if we're in Unit 1, you need to do the Unit 1 discussions while we're all still there. There's no point in discussing if nobody's there to answer your questions. Okay? So if I look through here, again, this is another one. Okay, setting a purpose for listening, that's another assignment, okay, that needs to be done because it has the asterisk in the number. Okay, no, that's not another one. Oh, this is not going well at all. Let's go to the next one and see what's happening here. There's a lot of good stuff in Unit 4, so I don't actually mind scrolling through it because there's quite a bit of content. It's pretty exciting. And I think you'll be happy to know that you only have to, oh, here we go, finally. You only have to write one complete essay for this course, okay? So there's only one in Unit 3, and it's based on a book that will be somewhat of your choice. Okay, so we finally got to this point, but this is where your discussion, this is what your discussion symbol looks like, okay? So this is, when you see the symbol, that's something that you need to do, and then you click on join the discussion, that's going to take you there. So there's all sorts of different symbols in here, okay? You can see just from what I'm scrolling through here, there's lots of content that's super interactive, so I don't think you'll be bored. You might be a bit overwhelmed, you might be, I don't know, maybe a little bit disinterested here and there, but you won't be overwhelmed. Okay. So you can see the difference between these ones. Okay, for example, this is the Dropbox assignment one, but because it doesn't have a number and an asterisk beside it, you're not doing that one. Versus this one, okay, same thing, has that little download arrow, but this is one you're going to do. So please do not waste your time submitting that. You should not be able to get to the drop boxes that do not have the number beside it, because I've made those not visible to you, made them dead, the link's dead. Okay, so that's just a little bit of an overview. Anytime you see something, I don't know if there's something down here, but anytime you see it says something, submit to your e-portfolio, you do not have to submit to your e-portfolio. Okay? This course is designed to run for 5 months. We only have about 23 days, 24 days, so we can't do everything that's in this course. So that's why we're only doing 20 assignments and the discussions and the exams. So if you see something that says submit to e-portfolio, you do not need to submit that to your e-portfolio. Okay? Some of the assignments are in part Dropbox, so you will have to do them, but the assignment will let you know that. So that's just a bit of an overview of how you're going to get around this course. So again, please make sure that you are helping yourself first. You're going to go to the Watch Me videos, the Watch Me widget for the helpful videos. You're going to go to the news announcements every day, and you're going to go to the FAQ and discussions. Okay? If you have trouble navigating the content, you can always go to the drop boxes and see what they look like from that perspective as well. Okay? I'm just going to switch that as a student. Go back to here. So this is what your drop boxes will look like. Okay, so reading like a writer in the first unit, you're going to have 4 drop boxes, and then you're going to have a discussion mark. Unit 2, you have 5 drop boxes. Unit 3, you have 5 drop boxes. Okay, and Unit 4, you have 4 drop boxes and a discussion mark, and that will be the total of your 20. And you can see while we're here, we might as well look at this. You can see while we're here, there's no due date for Unit 1 and Unit 2. That doesn't mean that you can wait till July 24th to hand those in, okay? Because if you don't hand these first 4 and then these 5 in by July 15th, okay, that's going to affect your midterm mark. So I'm not going to close these drop boxes, but you do have to have them in if you want a solid midterm mark. You do have to have all of Unit 1 and Unit 2 in. You will notice here, though, with Unit 3 ends on July 18th, so at 11:59 p.m., you will see that those drop boxes will be closed, so you will not be able to submit anything into these drop boxes. That brings me to another good point. Email work is not valid. All work has to be in a drop boxes. Our courses are audited by the ministry, and if there is not an assignment for you in Activity 1, and I get paid for that assignment, there's a problem. So anything that you submit through email will not be processed, and I will not respond to emails that have work attached. So just keep that in mind. Everything must go through a Dropbox, no exceptions. And then when we get to Unit 4, you can see that Unit 4 will be closing on a somewhat daily basis, okay? So the first one will close July 19th, then July 22nd, July 23rd, and July 24th. July 24th is going to be the absolute last day that you can submit work for this course, okay? The Thursday is going to be the review day, and then the July 26th, the Friday, will be the exam day. So timelines definitely get tighter as we move through the course, which makes sense, right? We only have 3.5 weeks together. So you can kind of do things a bit at your pace. There are due dates for each of these, and you'll have those in your handbook. You should have received those when you signed up. But again, if you don't have all of Unit 1 and Unit 2 by the midterm mark, which is July 15th, you will have a lower mark in the course than you probably should. Okay, so that's a little bit about drop boxes as well. So that's just about a 10-minute little walk through the course, and I hope that clarifies. If you are an HWDSB student, you know the hub inside and out, so none of this should be new. But you need to make sure that you are helping yourself first, watch the videos, look at the news announcements, go to the FAQs before you email me a question, okay? And if I don't respond to your email within 24 hours, that's because that question is answered in one of these 3 spots. Okay, I will not be ignoring you. I'm very good at communicating throughout the summer. Okay, so that is probably what the answer is. And remember, if you submit work, the only place to submit work is the Dropbox. Okay, thanks.